Hello, and welcome to The Buzz, your source for all things campus news and entertainment. My name is Brian Bauer, your campus news host, and later on the show, I'll be joined by Lindsay Stenger for your entertainment segment. Stay tuned, you're watching The Buzz.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids
you.
how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
On last Tuesday, September 18th, we saw a coffee house in the Beehive with live entertainment from folk singer Olivia Faribault. Guests were treated to coffee, tea, and hot chocolate as well as desserts such as cookies and biscotti. Ian Popovich has more on the story.
Students were wired up for the coffee house event in the Beehive, gathering around to not only get their homework done or study for an exam, but to get some of that delicious coffee or hot beverages. Olivia Faribault, the live singer for the event, played some memorable songs, and students enjoyed having her lighting up the hive.
Somebody once asked me to spare some change for gas. I need to get myself away from this place.
The coffee house is a tradition here at Waynesburg University, and we'll be expecting more before the end of the semester. I'm Ian Popovich, reporting for WCTV, Channel 14 News.
The Beehive also hosted a Biscuit Brew this past Tuesday, September 25th, where customers could purchase a number of biscuits and beverages free of cost and socialize among other students who attended. Ian Popovich has more on the event.
It was a time to be creative in the Beehive last Tuesday when students partook in a Bisque and Brew event. Students came to paint decorative sculptures of Halloween-themed statues. Some were small designs, while others tested their artistic talents. Students that participated in the event were given Starbucks vouchers for one free tall coffee item. I interviewed Patty Rowana, the artist who provided the sculptures and supplies, to see what she had to say about the event.
I enjoy watching the students. Some of them are very creative. A lot of the people I teach in the class basically want to paint it exactly like I did, so a lot of these kids, they just have more imagination. They use color more freely. It's just great to come up here and watch what they can do with the pieces.
The Bisque and Brew event is a common one here at Waynesburg University and will most likely happen again before the end of the semester. I'm Ian Popovich, reporting for WCTV, Channel 14 News.
The Beehive continues the buzz as it hosted Bingo Night last Wednesday, September 26th. Students who donated toiletry items were able to play special bingo, which allowed the students to play to win special prizes. For more on this fun-filled night, we now go to Ian Popovich.
Students came to get their bingo on in the Beehive last Wednesday night, and it was a special kind of bingo as students were able to win cooler prizes if they donated toiletry items for a donation that was being funded. Everyone carefully listened to the numbers being called, hoping to be one of the lucky winners. Some of the prizes available were t-shirts, mugs, memorabilia, and even blankets for those who donated. Here's Sam Hickson providing coverage with one of the winners of the bingo night.
Hi, I'm Sam Hickson with WCTV, and I'm here with Riley Holsinger, who participated in tonight's bingo at the Beehive. So you won tonight. Tell me a little bit about that.
I'm stoked. I came in here with really low expectations. My friend brought me here, but I ended up having a great time. I won a Starbucks free Starbucks drink, so I'm really excited about that.
Talk about the overall atmosphere then. What was the experience like?
It's really competitive in there. You could feel it in the air. It's just insane. Everybody's yelling bingo left and right. It's just really cool. They give away a lot of free stuff to everyone. They had a special lingo on if you donated toiletries for the homecoming service project. You get an extra card, so it's really cool.
Are you picking up any more dubs tonight?
Hopefully. We'll find out soon, though.
For WCTV, I'm Sam Hickson.
Thank you again, Sam, and this is Ian Popovich reporting for WCTV, Channel 14 News.
And that wraps up campus news. After the break, entertainment host Lindsay Stanger will have your entertainment news. Stay tuned, you're watching The Buzz.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Lindsay Stinger, and let's talk entertainment. It's award show season, and the Emmys hit it off right, starting with none other than a musical number. The number included an array of musical celebs such as Sterling K. Brown, Ricky Martin, Andy Samberg, Kristen Bell, and the notorious RuPaul. And if you think it can't get any crazier than that, well, you're wrong. The Oscars director Glenn Wise won the award for the most shocking moment when he turned his win into a proposal to his girlfriend, Jan Svensson. He brought the audience to their feet in applause after his unusual acceptance speech. Speaking of the Emmys, the HBO blockbusting series Game of Thrones has yet to be dethroned as Outstanding Drama Series. This win has given the show its third consecutive year title, and it seems to be as if the reign may be coming to an end with the announcement of the show coming to a close. The final season has not have a set premiere date, but the producers have announced that the final season will only have 8 episodes instead of the typical 10 as seen in previous seasons. Since the announcement the internet has blown up with questions of how it will end. Who will be on the Iron Throne? Will there even be an Iron Throne? Of course, with all the hype, the actors are kept pretty closely knit in order to keep the final season a surprise to viewers. According to Emilia Clarke, who did slip on the interview of THR and admitted that the production has filmed multiple endings in order to eliminate spoilers. In the world of music, it's been a pretty grim couple of months, with the Demi Lovato overdose in late August to the death of Queen of Soul Aretha Franklin, and the most recent tragedy that hit the music industry, the death of 26-year-old Mac Miller. The Pittsburgh native was unresponsive on September 7th, and ever since then, Miller fans were devastated and immediately went for the rapper's ex-girlfriend, singer-songwriter Ariana Grande. Miller's fans even started a hashtag Ariana killed Mac. The fans have relentlessly commented on her pictures, sent tweets, and even posted pictures with the hashtag. According to Grande's manager, she had to seek few counseling sessions in order to help deal with the Miller's death as well as the harassment. Grande herself has not fully opened up about what happened, but her tributes via Instagram, you can tell she's pretty torn up about it. Grande writes in her post, quote, "I adored you from the day I met you when I was 19, and I always will. I can't believe you aren't here anymore. I just can't wrap my head around this," end quote. In honor of the rapper, Pittsburgh's Blue Slide Park held a memorial for him, and the turnout was astronomical. The memorial included street artists who created abstract art that helped honor the memory of the late rapper. And also in the rap world, the rap battle continues between the feud of rappers Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem heats up. We talked about Eminem's album Kamikaze that dropped on August 30th, but who knew it would start such an explosion between the two artists? MGK released a song called Rap Devil, which not only targeted the famous rap god, that is Eminem, but instead also takes jabs at his family. Since then, the two have released jabs back and forth, and Eminem dropped his recent rebuttal, Kill Shot, earlier this week. MGK is set to drop a single today. Will it be backlash, or will he be the bigger person and just let it go? Netflix brings back the beloved series Avatar: The Last Airbender. The original show was an animated one on a Nickelodeon, and the show reached record ratings when it aired in 2005. The revival is set to be a live adaptation with all original writers, producers, and composers. The actors have not yet been casted, however, the writers promise they will do their best not to whitewash the character list. When we come back, we'll be back with Brian and I will discuss the topics that you just heard. Stay tuned, you're watching The Buzz.
Rough day, huh? Hey, rough day, huh? Maybe this will make you feel better. I made some apple fritters. Welcome home.
Thank you, I really needed this today.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Hello, and welcome back to The Buzz. Now we'll be discussing the entertainment section that Lindsay just reported on. So, Lindsay, let's start off with the Emmys. What did you think of them?
So, the Emmys are one of my least favorite of the shows. I prefer like the CMTs, like just music really in general. But the Emmys, like as most of us know, the ratings were crap.
Oh yeah, they were the lowest
down
of all
the
time.
toilet. Yeah, lowest of all time. But there was a proposal, so like that's exciting for them. It was the Oscar Glenn Wise, or the Oscar director, which I think is kind of ironic that like he's the director of a an award show, and then he tries to steal the light at another award show. So it's like we're catching on, Glenn. Don't try to fool us. But
I wasn't too sure why the ratings were down. We saw SNL's Michael Che and Colin Jost host, and they have had so much success with their SNL skit Weekend Update, and I watch Weekend Update whenever it's on. I love that one. So I wasn't too sure why the ratings were down.
I just really don't think people care as much about TV shows and like really TV in general anymore, because I mean everyone's on Netflix, everyone's on Hulu, and no one's like, okay, let's talk about, or let's just sit down and watch a TV. Like it's very, very rare.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I can think of why they would do that. But yeah.
Speaking of Netflix, they actually beat HBO out this year, which has not been done in a while, for most nominations with 112.
Yeah, that's okay. First of all, that's crazy.
That's an insane
That's
amount.
an insane number. Like I could only hope that WCTV could get one, but that's probably not going to happen.
No.
But yeah, that's insane that Netflix beat out HBO, especially because HBO has been here for so long.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Good Lord, it's like it's been around since my parents. No offense. But like Netflix came out maybe 10, 15 years ago, and they're already beating out such a distinguished thing like HBO. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we've seen other streaming services have nominations this year. Like Amazon Prime had their first nominations this year. They actually picked up 8 awards with Marvelous Miss Maisel, which before this show, I had no clue what it was about. I feel like every award season in every show, we have that either one singer or one TV show or one movie you've never heard anything about, and it just comes out and just steals the award show.
I just find it really funny that Amazon Prime is like winning awards.
Yeah.
Cause like we grew up, Amazon was solely a like purchasing thing.
Yeah.
It's just a website. And now all of a sudden they have Amazon Music and Amazon Prime and Amazon TV. Like what? It's weird.
Yeah. It's definitely been a crazy Emmy award show. We actually saw a character from Donald Glover's Atlanta show up. The character named Teddy Perkins. Do you know who that is?
I really don't, but I think it's hilarious that someone showed up, like some random person, just dressed up and were like, no one will notice.
Yeah.
But I guess they did.
In a Halloween episode, he was featured in that one and only episode. And everyone said Donald Glover actually played him in the episode, but did not dress up as him at the award show. But everyone said...
Yeah, they don't know anybody. They don't know who did it, right? No?
No, no one knows. Atlanta's Twitter actually tweeted out they have no clue who dressed up as him.
Someone got famous.
Yeah, and a lot of fan theories were like, oh, it was Donald Glover, or it was many other actors on the show. But later, as pictures came out from the Emmys, we see all of them pictured with Teddy Perkins. So no one knows who dressed up as him.
Hopefully an investigation will come through that.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, a lot of TV shows. Mainly I want to talk about is the Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Winning for the third year what was it, Outstanding Drama Series?
It was.
That's nuts. But it's kind of like a good thing to win since their last season's coming out.
Last season's coming up.
Is about to break a lot of people's hearts.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people's hearts. My dad, I know for sure, is probably going to sit around and eat ice cream because he's going to be depressed because he can no longer watch his Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
But actually, are you aware that they filmed 6 different ways of ending the show?
I wasn't.
Yeah, that's
to
what Amelia was talking about in her interview with THR. They filmed a bunch of them, and they the actors who were in it don't actually even know how it's going to end. So that's kind of cool because it's not even it's a surprise for viewers. One, it's also a surprise for the people in it.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that they won. They might maybe finish with the exact the same thing and win maybe next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I probably won't be watching. I'm the reason that the ratings were
ratings
so
are low.
Yeah, it's me. But yeah.
As it comes to an end after 8 seasons, we saw the writer of the Game of Thrones novels, George R.R. Martin, speak out about this. He said he wanted the series to go for about 12 or 13 seasons. But the producers said, that's too long. We want to keep it to 7 or 8. And Martin thinks this is because of what is called the butterfly effect. In one of the first seasons, they made microscopic changes to what was happening. And R.R. Martin said that's going to have such a backlash as we get further and further into this series. And they've cut out big characters in the books. And that's one of the reasons of contention between Martin and